a matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Marshall's offense will come out first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Catch in the middle. It's Turner. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Gets the back moving. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. He'll do it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And as a defense, you can practice the option all week, but seeing it live on this first drive, it's really hard to stop. A lot of success early. Let's see if this defense can settle in.
On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Made a defender miss. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Let's talk for a second about Marshall. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys... And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Marshall!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, East Carolina! He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is...
Breaks into the open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. On the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for room. It's White. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Base 27 jump. Base 6 propane. 6 propane.
Tries to get it on the ground. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Up to 44 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Allen. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the back. Fullback's got it. Running to Green. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the option. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go. Play, make them make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
To throw, it's Parks. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. The Pirates will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looks it in at the 40. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Hawkins. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down.
Here we go.
Goes to the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. The option look. He'll pull it on the read. Now the pitch. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Lining up for the PAT.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
He'll pull it down and run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looking for a man. It's Parks. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Past the 45. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Pirates headed quickly to the line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Off the play fake. Slip. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Throws toward the end zone. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he was a little too far out of the back. It's incomplete. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They want to run this quarterback. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Turner. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Thundering Herd faces a third and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker. It's Hawkins. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Now on the option. Now the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Using the quick game. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make... and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Give to the running back. At the 45 on his way. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, ECU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He'll pitch it. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. He's piled up 76 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Got his man downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Marshall quick to the line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Sends it back in motion. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurd! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Rides to back and leaves it. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great job by this defense, setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable, make him feel that pressure, keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Get it out on the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He gets it away from his own end zone. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering Herd offense coming out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. They'll run the option. Touchdown, Marshall! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Parks. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Pirates send out the punt unit. Nestles it in at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points beforehand.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you've got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Hawkins. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. They'll try the run. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to throw, it's Parks. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Pirates racing to the line in a hurry-up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. On the option.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets the back moving. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on third and short. The pitch to the left. Slithers into space. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. Here comes the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Breaks into the open. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. To the air on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. The spin, still on his feet. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Pirates want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Pirates come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. It'll be a run on third and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. First down for this offense.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Montgomery. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Pirates kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Dropping back, it's Parks. Bringing the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He'll keep it himself. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Grabbed over the middle. It's O'Brien. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown. Pirates.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Eastern Michigan.
Looking downfield on first down. He lets one fly deep.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the option. Oh, it's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh. Like that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
From the gun, the ground game. Makes it past the marker. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Quick release by the QB. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. To the air, it's Parks. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. He's got 99 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to slam it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They go to the ground. Find some fresh air. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Marshall quick to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Still on his feet at the 45. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. Games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Thundering Herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now a chance to get a drive going. Now the toss. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Motion from the back. Looking for the end zone. Grinding and pushing his way, and man, he got behind his pads, but they get him stopped just inches away from the goal line. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first three periods. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Herd! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Pirates want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got a chance. Picks up the first down. Turning it on. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. The Pirates, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Pirates trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. No passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Pirates will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Brown.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down.
Oh, he's got some space. The tag. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Marshall. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina. As it back in the purple Pirate offense will go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Now the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Looking down the middle. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. And the Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll go to the fullback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He has the first and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Big fullback's got it. Finding open areas. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown! Thundering herd! Great job by the back on the option.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Parks. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Pirates will punt it away on 4th down. It doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Sends it back in motion. Sticks it in his belly. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always just a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.